How are you doing, everyone? Welcome to this week's Day in the Life of a Gas Engineer video. Thank you for tuning in. It's my first week back after being off for 3 weeks with baby Jessica. So it's been a pretty good week so far. I've got 3 power flushes booked in. I had one yesterday, one today. Today's Tuesday. And when you guys are watching this, Wednesday will be the 3rd power flush I've done this week. Those videos, they'll be coming out later on if they're interesting. I mean, it's a power flush. There's 3 power flushes. How many power flushes do you want to see me do? I'll see if they're half decent. I'll put them into a video. If not, then yeah, there'll be something else. But anyway, this particular video is something a little bit different. It's not a gas boiler, it's an electric boiler. Twist is the customer wanted to supply the part that needed replacing. Did they get the right part? Watch and find out. As always, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the little bell button. It really helps me out. I'm getting close to the 7k mark. Probably going to be pushing it to try and hit 10k by the end of the year, but you never know. I might get a burst of subs and it might push me up. So if you're watching and you're not subscribing, please do hit the subscribe button. It really helps. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Enjoy this. Right, so I have got this electric boiler, heat only boiler. It's one of them pot and gold ones, and I need to change an element. Now, I've never done this before, so I'm doing it the first time. So if anyone else is watching this and if I'm doing something wrong, or maybe not wrong but not in the correct way, drop a comment below, because I'm literally going to be winging this. Spoken to a friend who works for Baxi and he's giving me a little run through of it. Basically, I've got to disconnect the PCB, remove that, and then I should be able to get access to the element behind there. Customer's bought the element already, so I'm going to drain it down. Luckily, got a drain off on the low point just down there, so I'm going to drain that probably straight into the shower tray, and we are at the highest point, so hopefully there shouldn't be too much water in here. Once this is all drained out, I'll start disconnecting everything in there and then start taking it apart, and we'll do this one together. So first things first, safe isolation, because I'm working on an electrical appliance. I want to make sure that it is dead. Although it's off from the switches, I want to make sure that I'm not going to blow myself up, because that programmer is still got power to it. So why does that still have power to it, unless that's being fed from another switch, which potentially could be. And that's why, so this thick grey cable here is what's feeding this. So right, that's dead, that's dead, that's dead. Right, so that's telling me that my incoming to there is dead. Now we've got some other controls on here, so I just want to literally make sure everything is dead. Yeah, cool. Right, so now I'm satisfied that the power is off. I don't know where this is still getting power from though, but that's not my concern, because that's dead and that's what I'm here to replace. So as long as that's dead, I should be fine to crack on now and start draining it down and everything. Okay, so back at this electric boiler from the other day. So the outcome was, couldn't get hold of the replacement elements because Baxi, they don't actually supply them. I think it's only the engineers who are working for them that are allowed to replace the elements. So customers had to get a new boiler altogether, which is here. So it looks pretty straightforward to do. We've got the connection on the top and bottom already there, and it looks like it's just got these 2 fixings on the back. So in theory, I should literally just be able to lift off the old one and take it off. So I've done my safe isolation already, so I know that's all dead. So I'm going to disconnect the big, I think was that a 10mm cable, 16mm cable, I'm not sure, 10mm probably, and undo. I'm not going to mess around with that hip at the moment. I'm going to undo that compression nut from there. I'm going to undo that compression nut there, and then try and lift the whole thing. I've got bloody this in the way as well, haven't I? Okay, yeah, so it makes it a little bit trickier. Might just undo the 2 push fit connections there. System's already drained down from the other day. Where's that going to? Yeah, so that should all be drained down as well. So I may just undo these 2 push fits to give me a bit more room, but let me see if I can just get it off as it is for now. Okay, so I've undone the compression tee on there, and up here I've undone that compression tee. So system, like I said, was already drained out. There was a little bit of water that came out there, but now that that's loose, I'm going to try and lift this out and maneuver it underneath here, or if not, worst case, I'll take these 2 push fits off, but I'm trying to disturb the least amount of connections that I need to. Okay. So there's a new boiler, which has all been connected on site. I actually struggled to get the HEP elbows off the other one. And then I actually thought, do you know what, where this is going to be getting so hot, I don't really want to put plastic connections, push fit connections off of the flying returners, because obviously it's got rubber O-ring in it. These get very hot, and I don't want anything to happen to those O-rings. So put a couple of compression elbows on there. So I've measured those sizes, so they're the exact same sizes to get back onto the connection. I know it's all push fit galore here anyway, but that's nothing to do with me as an install. I've just been asked to come and replace this. That's what I'm here to do today. I've just made the 2 knockouts there for the electrical connections, so I'm going to get those done, or I might get it back on the wall and then do the electrical connections. I haven't quite decided, but yeah, that part's done. Now it's just a case of doing the last few bits. Right, that's all back on. Pressure is good. We have no leaks. Now, I don't know why. I don't know if this happens to anyone else as well, but whenever you've just fitted something electric and you're about to flick it on, I'm always a bit like, because I don't know why. I just think it's because I've had it once before on an immersion where I flicked on and it went bang. So it's always just made me a little bit worried. All right, let's just do it. Let's just do it together. Come on. Oh, okay. Let's turn this light off here. All right, that's got nothing. Why is there no power on that? Strange. That's gone as well. Let me go check the fuse board. Yeah, that RCD had tripped. It must have happened when I was putting the earth cable in. It's tripped the RCD. Well, at least we know the RCD works. Now when I go back there, we should have some power to it. Okay, got some power. Now, what are we looking for? Let's put on the heating. Continuous. And let's put on the room stat. Okay, that's come on. Heating's on, is down there. That's opening. Once that clicks, we should get a call. There we go. So we've got the call. Pumps come on. the AAV's already hissed itself away, so that's doing what it should be doing. Now just got to wait and see if this all heats up. Now I don't know how quickly these electric boilers are meant to start producing heat. Hopefully that should sort itself out. Right, I'm back in a few minutes. Okay, so we've got 4 bars on the electric boiler, which means it's running at full capacity. So just going around with a thermal imaging camera just to make sure that we're getting heat where we need to. So I've got the heating and hot water on at the moment. I just want to test everything. So that radiator there, you can see getting nice and hot. There's one behind this sofa here. That, again, nice and hot. There's one here. There we go. And there's one here, which this one's turned off, so that's why you can't see anything on there. I'm not going to mess around with it in case they've got it off for a reason. But yeah, thermal imaging camera. This is the Testo 865. Although it's an expensive bit of equipment, I think it's definitely worth the money, especially in jobs like this where, let me move into something where there's a bit more light, especially in a job like this where the customer isn't around at the moment. So I can do this video. I've done it on my phone already, so I can send that across to him, let him know. He can see the proof on the thermal imaging camera that everything's working, everything's getting hot, and the job's done, and ultimately I get paid for it. So that's all done, and I'm done for the day. Catch you guys on the next one.